I think my experience in life and what happened in my life, like I survived, almost drowning in the Mediterranean Sea, and after that I built up my life again. I didn't have any friends when I arrived to Germany. I didn't have any base. I didn't have home actually. I didn't have anything. So I had to quit fearing what's gonna happen and just go for it. I learned how to, speak up. Somehow it's kind of who I am now. I'm telling my story, and every week I'm doing interviews every week. I'm doing this now since 3 years, and telling my story is part of who I am now. This story helped me reach to more people, talk more, to think more, to know more about my country and what's happening there. So I think it's very important that I overcame the fear, and I'm not afraid of the story anymore now. It's motivating me now. Yeah. I tell my story in a very positive way. I don't cry over it. I don't show a lot of emotion. I am happy when I tell it. And a lot of people are always like wondering, why are you happy while telling your story? It's so sad. And I'm like, because I am over it, and I am happy that I'm alive and I have the chance to tell it. So today, when I told those kids my story, I think they were a little bit surprised, but I think also I hope they were inspired, and I felt they want to do better. We all are facing the same problems. I also asked them, how do you think you're gonna reach your goal? And then they told me, like, by being passionate about it, by working as hard as they can. And it's not only sport that make your life better, everything else. One in common thing between me and those kids is that we are all human beings, and that we are all having our mistakes. We are all having our brave moments. We are all proud that our parents helped us to be who we are today. And I think today the parents also saw something in their kids I don't think they've ever seen before. And then after I talked about my story and everything, there was something in common, because they were also brave, because they shared their stories afterwards. Everyone, one by one. The kids were amazing. They came to the stage. Some of them said a story about, as example, football, that they had an injury and they still played the game, and then they won it, and then they pressured the pain, and they continued. And I was thinking about it. They're so young. It's so crazy to think that a kid would do that, like, all of that for his team, for himself, for what he worked for. Also, another kid talked about that it is a great experience to be here, to be at this camp, because, like, his family doesn't have enough opportunity, or they don't have enough money to send him to such camps. One of them, he was building robots, and then he was like, yeah, I am already there. And I was like, this is very surprising, and it's nice to have the confidence. And I don't know, he was 15. There were stories like of really, they really touched me. As an example, a girl talked about her passion, that it is football. Boys didn't want to let her play, and then, like, she started crying. They sometimes pushed her, they sometimes said really a lot of mean things, and then she became like them or better. And I found that really, really inspiring, because she was brave enough to come up and talk about her story and tell us that actually she fought for her passion. And I don't think she was older than 13 years old. And I was like, to be honest, I don't know if I was as strong as them when I was young. Such stories inspire me, and I think it's very, very important to share it with the people always.